Today we're going to be reviewing percent change. So I want you to get your notes page, and we're going to define percent change. Percent change is defined as the percentage that something increases or decreases by. All right, let's look at the skill review, changing fractions to percents. So in order to change a fraction to a percent, we take the numerator divided by the denominator, and you can use a calculator to help you with this. Let's look at the first one. So we have 3/8, so we're going to do 3 divided by 8, and we get 0.375. And then to change our decimal to a percent, we multiply that by 100. So times 100, and we get a percentage of 37.5%. Okay, let's do the next one. 12 divided by 25. 12 divided by 25, 0.48. And then we times that by 100 to find our percent. Times 100 gives us 48%. All right, and our last one, 11 over 200. 11 divided by 200, 0.055. Then we take that times 100, and we get 5.5%. All right, so let's look at the steps to find the percent change. So our example, Ashley earned $20 babysitting in January. In February, she earned $32. What is the percent change in her earnings? So our first step is to find the difference between the numbers. We've talked about in class that it doesn't matter which way we subtract these because we're taking the absolute value of that. So I'm going to do 32 minus 20, and that gives me a difference of 12. Then we're going to set up this following ratio, which we talked about in class. This is the dividing part. We're going to take the difference, and we're going to divide it by the starting amount. So we're starting in January. We're starting in January, so we're going to use the $20 amount. Then we're going to take this ratio and move it down here into step 3 and change it to a percent. So we have 12 divided by 20. So I'm going to use my calculator. 12 divided by 20 is 0.6, which then if we times by 100 is 60%. So then our last question says, is it a percent increase or decrease? So if we go back up here, she started with 20 and she moved to 32. So it increased from 20 all the way up to 32. So this is an increase because her amount got larger. All right. All right, so let's go back and review our vocabulary. Our percent error is the same thing as, almost exactly as percent change. So this is the percent that we are off by. So we're going to say percent that a measurement is off by. And this can be larger or smaller. All right, let's look at our example here. Step 1, find the difference. All right, the predicted temperature today was a high of 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The actual temperature was 47. Calculate the percent error. So we're going to find the difference between our 2%. So we have 55 minus 47. So when we subtract 55 minus 47, we get a difference of 8. Then we're going to take this and move it into step 2 to set up the ratio. So we have a difference of 8 and the actual value. So if we go up here and we're deciding between the two, the actual temperature was 47. Then we're going to move this ratio down here into step 3. And we're going to change this to a percent. So we're going to do 8 divided by 47. And let's round that. We'll say 0.17. We're going to times that by 100 and get 17%. So teachers, if you'll pause the video and give the students a few minutes to try it out, and then you can play and we'll go over this question together. All right, let's go over the try it out. Haley thought 12 friends were coming to her party, but 15 friends showed up. Calculate the percent error. So our first step is to find the difference. So 15 minus 12 would be 3. Then our step 2 is to set up the ratio. So the difference over the actual value. So she thought 12 would come, but 15 actually showed up. So this is the exact amount. Then we're going to divide this and change it to a decimal. 3 divided by 15 is 0.2. We're going to times that by 100. And that gives us a percentage of 20%. So her percent error was 20%. It's hard to see, sorry. Okay, at this point, students, you are going to work through the examples on the next page. There is 6 examples for you to work through, and then your teacher is going to go over those with you.